So, what do you think about the real estate market today? What's your opinion on the real estate market?
Pretty good.
Healthy, it's good.
We're hitting the bubble.
We're hitting the bubble.
Yes.
We're hitting the bubble. I hear that a lot. Prices have come up too fast, too much. There's going to be a crash. We have this. We're in a bubble. Who believes that? Raise your hand if you think we're in a bubble. Anyone? That's it. Normally, there's a lot more people that raise their hand. And so there's a lot of great reasons for this. I mean, you look, we're in the longest bull run in the history of the stock market. The recession was in 2008. It's now almost 2020. And prices have come up a lot. They've almost doubled from their lows in 2012. So when you start looking at these things, there's a lot of good reasons why people would think that. And in my opinion, we are due for a recession. So you can't keep growing forever. At some point, there's going to be a correction. And I've been saying for the past 2.5 years that we're going to be in a recession in the next 2 years. So 6 months overdue at best. So I think it's going to happen at some point. But what a lot of people don't think about is that a recession and a real estate crash are two vastly different things. And so, for instance, is it possible to have a recession without a real estate crash? Or a real estate crash without a recession? It is. It is. You can be in a growing market and be in an area that loses a ton of an employment base, and the market there can crash. And so what's interesting is to see how, because the market's been coming up so much, people think we're in a bubble, and now everyone is scared of a real estate crash. Who in here is waiting to buy a house right now so they can get it at a better price when the market falls? Anyone else? Anyone else? That's it. Normally, yeah. So I hear this a lot too. Let's wait for the market to crash so I can get a great deal on the property. I'm going to go to the next slide. Anyone know what that number is? 37.9%.
Number of people waiting for the market.
0.9 people are waiting for the. So that is the amount that the market fell in 2008 in Jacksonville. The market fell almost 40%. If the market fell 40% again, would that be a good thing?
You mean the housing market?
The housing market.
The housing market.
Yes, the real estate market fell. Home prices fell 40% in the 2008 recession. And unless you own no real estate and you're sitting on a bunch of cash, that would not be a good thing. Does this, when you see that number, if you think back to 2008 and what you were doing then and what happened, and think about the market falling 40% again, does that bring out an emotion in anyone? What? What was that? Fear. Fear. It is. I mean, it was really tough. I know for us, it was really tough in 2008. And, there was a lot of nights where we didn't know how we were going to make it through. We thought we were going to have to shut the doors. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people in that same situation. So it's scary. It gives you a feeling of fear. And so, being in real estate, we wanted to kind of dig past the emotion and look at the data behind recessions and figure out what causes them, what can happen in them, to give us a baseline going forward that can better instruct us in what we're doing in the real estate market. And hopefully, what we've done, I can share with you and kind of give you guys some information that can help you make better decisions going forward. So 37.9% in the 2008 recession. There was the four recessions prior to that. Next slide, please. Vanna? You're doing a great job.
That little girl's awful lucky.
So, 4 recessions prior. 1980, 81 and 82, 1991, and 2001. Who wants to guess the average amount that the real estate market in Jacksonville fell in those 4 recessions? So the average amount in each. 25%.
15%.
15%.
Maybe 10.
What was that?
Maybe
10. Next slide.
That's a Willie's one.
Wow.
You notice what's in front of that number? It fell a negative amount. In the prior 4 recessions, the Jacksonville real estate market appreciated, on average, 4.79% through those 4 recessions. Who's shocked? Everyone. Nobody guessed it appreciated. I was shocked when I actually went back and looked at the data because for me, my whole experience has been post 2008. Graduated college in 2005, and most people, even that had lived through a lot of prior recessions, have this recency bias where they think of recessions as these catastrophic events when historically they haven't been.